YouTube has made some changes to their hate speech policy. And I'm kind of glad they did this, ladies and gentlemen, because unfortunately, there's a lot of people on YouTube that don't even know what hate speech is. They just go by, well, I don't like what you're saying, so that's hate speech. No, it doesn't work that way. Okay. Just sit back and don't say nothing and let me talk and tell you what it is. So, YouTube to remove thousands of videos pushing extreme views. Okay, what they mean are people out here saying, I'm better than you. I'm better because I'm this and I'm that. You know, those kind of people. So, YouTube, and this is, by the way, New York Times, June 5th, 2019. YouTube announced plans on Wednesday to remove thousands of videos and channels that advocate neo-Nazism, white supremacy, and other bigoted ideology in an attempt to clean up extremism and hate speech on its popular service. The new policy will ban videos alleging that a group is superior in order to justify discrimination, segregation, or exclusion, the company said in a blog post. Okay, so that's what they're saying their hate speech policy will include, and they are in the process of banning these people. But this is not new, y'all. They have banned these type of people on YouTube before. So, I mean, this is one of many rounds that has occurred on YouTube. The prohibition will also cover videos denying that violent events such as mass shooting at Sandy Hook Elementary School in Connecticut took place. So if you are one of those people saying Sandy Hook is a hoax, it's a hoax. I mean, look, Alex Jones is even admitting that he was wrong on that and Sandy Hook was real. So y'all can do it at your own risk, but just know YouTube will kick your ass off. So if you're one of those big conspiracy theorists, you may be in a lot of trouble. You may not be out here too much longer with your conspiracy theories and beliefs. That's all I'm saying. YouTube did not name any specific channels or videos that would be banned. But on Wednesday, numerous far-right creators began complaining that their videos had been deleted or had been stripped of ads, presumably a result of the new policy. It is our responsibility to protect that and prevent our platform from being used to incite hatred, harassment, discrimination, and violence. And let me tell you, Black YouTubers, we don't fit none of that. We may talk about racism because that impacts our lives. We are living it. But that's not hatred, harassment, discrimination, or violence. Sorry, it's not. It's not. It's only to the people that don't want to hear they're evil. They don't want to hear what they're doing to us. So they want you to shut up. That doesn't make it hate speech. Already been down that road. Already been down that road by decision. Okay, so YouTube, which is owned by Google, is the latest action by a Silicon Valley company to stem the spread of hate speech and disinformation on its site. So Alex Jones and the people that got banned, that was the beginning. So now those policies are on everyone. A month ago, Facebook evicted 7 of the most controversial users, including Alex Jones, the conspiracy theorist and founder of InfoWars. Twitter barred Mr. Jones last year. The companies have come under intense criticism for their delayed reaction to the spread of hateful and false content. At the same time, Trump and others argue that the giant tech platform censors right-wing opinions, and the new policy put in place by the companies have inflamed those debates. The tension was evident on Tuesday when YouTube said a prominent right-wing creator who used racial language and homophobic slurs to harass a journalist in videos on YouTube. Because remember, people were upset because YouTube initially said it did not violate its policies. The decision set off a firestorm online, including accusations that YouTube was given a free pass to some of its popular creators. In the video, that creator, Steven Crowder, a conservative commentator with nearly 4 million YouTube subscribers, repeatedly insulted Carlos Meza, a journalist from Vox. Mr. Crowder used slurs about Mr. Meza, Cuban American ethnicity and sexual orientation. Mr. Crowder said his comments were harmless, and YouTube determined that they did not break its rules. Opinions can be deeply offensive, but if they don't violate our policies, they'll remain on our site, YouTube said in a statement about the decision on Mr. Crowder. So that was amazing. You can harass somebody about being gay and their ethnicity, and YouTube said it didn't violate anything. Okay, so how do you conclude that what is said on Black YouTube is racist? It's not. I'm going to say this again. Reading an article and giving your honest personal opinion on what you feel about that article, that is not hate speech, okay? That ain't hate speech. And you know what? Some of these people trying to label us that way, they know it too. Don't be fooled by their insistence that something is hate speech. They know that shit ain't hate speech. On Wednesday, YouTube appeared to backtrack, saying that Mr. Crowder had, in fact, violated its rules and that his ability to earn money from ads on his channel would be suspended as a result. You know what that tells me? YouTube came under heavy fire from the LGBTQ community. That's what happened. And then they backtracked on that statement that they put out saying that it was not in violation. So harassing somebody and regarding to sexual orientation and their, whatever race they consider themselves, that didn't violate nothing according to YouTube initially. We came to this decision because a pattern of egregious actions has harmed the broader community, the company wrote on Twitter. The whiplash inducing deliberations illustrated a central theme that has defined the moderation struggles of social media companies. Making rules is often easier than enforcing them. And that's true. That's one thing about YouTube. I mean, let's face it, the whole site is a violation. I'm not kidding. The whole YouTube site is a violation. I bet I could go out right now and find 100 videos that are in violation on YouTube, probably in less than an hour. That's how easy it is to do. All right. This is an important and long overdue change, Becca Lewis, a research affiliate at the nonprofit organization Data and Society said about the new policy. However, YouTube has often executed its community guidelines unevenly. Absolutely, because that's what happened to me. And it remains to be seen how effective these updates will be. Yeah, you know, it it's difficult when you want to enforce the rules on certain people and then others that are putting out far worse videos, you're letting them go. YouTube scale more than 500 hours of new videos are uploaded every minute, has made it difficult for the company to track rule violations. And the company's historically lax approach to moderating extreme videos has led to a drumbeat of scandals, including accusations that the site has promoted disturbing videos to children and allowing extremist groups to organize on its platform. YouTube's automated advertising system has paired offensive videos with ads from major corporations, prompting several advertisers to abandon the site. There you go. So they had to make these changes, ladies and gentlemen, because of the advertisers who were complaining. And that was one of the biggest reasons why Alex Jones was removed, because these advertisers were complaining about having their ads on the InfoWar platform and Alex Jones. The kind of content that will be prohibited under YouTube's new hate speech policy includes videos that claim Jews secretly control the world, that say women were intellectually inferior to men, therefore should be denied certain rights, or that suggests that the white race is superior to another race. A YouTube spokesman said, "Really? Well, they're being very much to the point, where the other hate speech policy was kind of vague. You could punch all kinds of holes in it." But my question is to YouTube, you have these policies in place. Who's going to be the determining factor that says that is the case with those videos? Because look, I did a video on buying opioids on the dark web, and I got hit with hate speech. And there was nothing hateful in that video, so who's viewing this? Okay, channels that post some hateful content, but that do not violate YouTube's rules with the majority of their videos may receive strikes under YouTube's 3-strike enforcement system, but would not be immediately banned. The company also said channels that repeatedly brush up against our hate speech policy but do not violate them outright would be removed from YouTube's advertising program, which allows channel owners to share in the advertising revenue their videos generate. In addition to tightening its hate speech rules, YouTube announced that it would tweak its recommendation algorithms, the automated software that shows user videos based on their interests and past viewing habits. This algorithm is responsible for more than 70% of overall time spent on YouTube and has been a major engine for the platform's growth. But it has also drawn accusation of leading users down rabbit holes filled with extreme and divisive content. in an attempt to keep watching and driving up the site's use numbers. If the hate and intolerance and supremacy is a match, then YouTube is lighter fluid, said Rashawn Robinson, president of the civil rights nonprofit Color of Change. YouTube and other platforms have been quite slow to address the structure they've created to incentivize hate. In response to criticism, YouTube announced in January that it would recommend fewer objectable videos, such as those with conspiracy theories about 9/11 and 2001, terrorist attacks, and vaccine misinformation, a category it's called borderline content. The YouTube spokesman said on Tuesday that the algorithm changes had resulted in a 50% drop in recommendations to such videos in the United States. He declined to share specific data about which video YouTube considered borderline. Our systems are also getting smarter about what types of videos should get this treatment, and we'll be able to apply it to even more borderline videos moving forward, the company blog post said. But see, what's a borderline video? What is that? I mean, I don't understand why we can't know this. Why does that have to be a mystery? Other social media companies have faced criticism for allowing white supremacist content. Facebook recently banned a slew of accounts, including that of Paul Joseph Watson, a contributor to InfoWars, and Laura Loomer, far-right activists. Twitter bars violent extremist groups, but allows some of their members to maintain personal accounts. For instance, the Ku Klux Klan was barred from Twitter in August, while its former leader, David Duke, remains on the service. Okay. Twitter is studying whether the removal of content is effective in stemming the tide of radicalization online. A Twitter spokesman declined to comment on the study. When Twitter barred Mr. Jones, he responded with a series of videos denouncing the platform's decision and drumming up donations from his supporters. YouTube's ban of white supremacists could prompt a similar cycle of outrage and grievance, said Joan Donovan, a director of the Technology and Social Change Research Project at Harvard. The ban, she said, presents an opportunity for content creators to get a wave of media attention. So we may see some particularly disingenuous uploads. Yeah, I mean, people do all kinds of things out here. I have no doubt about that. I wonder what degree will the removed content be amplified on different platforms and get a second life? Miss Donovan added. Well, ladies and gentlemen, in my opinion, there should not be any censorship. You should let people say what they want. Ultimately, these people that they're running off, they'll be back. They'll be back. It is so easy to create another account on YouTube, it ain't even funny. And like I said, I want to know what they consider borderline content. It wasn't really clear in this article. I would like to know what that is. But please tell me what you think about this new hate speech policy And I don't believe most of Black YouTube even fit the criteria of what they're talking about at all. But you can tell me what you think, ladies and gentlemen. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell. And of course, if you can support my channel by becoming a patron, I would deeply appreciate it. Peace, family.